painting time, yay. I probably sound like a motherfucking goblin, but yeah, paint. I got this cute ass little fucking canvas. It's been sitting on my windowsill for like months now. I have no concept of time. But yeah, it's a little baby canvas. It's pretty fucking cute. If it like stopped being dusty. So, as I was saying, painting time. Cute little canvas. It's got no keys because it's a cheap one. Because I'm bad at art. So I will start off by taping up parts that I don't want to show through. There you go, close enough. So, like that, and you know, give me a minute or two to get that done. Yeah, now that everything's been taped up, I can start to paint it with black. I realized all this time I haven't said I'm even painting. That probably sounded like just a blur of words, but I'm painting a background to a cactus. Yeah, that's right. I'm painting a cactus. What you gonna do, bro, dude, man? I don't know. And yeah, as part of my little artsy fortsy adventure, I'm using new brushes because in fact, so I have had this idea to paint a little cutesy bulb of a cactus. I used to own cacti, therefore I thought it'd be just natural to just paint some. And that's what I'm doing. Just having a lovely little time painting away. I got inspired by doing this from a diamond painting I did during the summer lockdown, well, last year. I mean, I had it done for a while and it took me a while to get inspired, but it came to me eventually. And it's basically a little picture of two cactuses on this nice white and blue background with black and white pots, and they have pink flowers. So a few months later, I looked at it and was like, hey, I'm feeling it. Like I'm getting really inspired right now. This is inspiring me to do art again. Like you know, like art, but like be happy and passionate about it. You know, because you can do art and like not be into it, but I found it, like I was like, yeah, this is it. Like I'm going to do, you know, art with this like motif in mind, of this like limited color palette piece, and the focal point being the cacti. So at first I, drew up some sketches for things, and it was meant to be a bookmark originally, and it went quite well. Like I came up with not really came up, just used the cacti motif with a limited color palette, and putting it in like a little stripy background, and it turned out really cute. I used gouache for it, and it looked amazing. I was like, damn, this is like, if I'm ever gonna print a bookmark design, this is gonna be it. Like, oh, it looks so good. But after I varnished it, it had a little incident where it kind of got crushed. So the paper got really crumpled up, and some of the paint got like scratched up, and there's just stuff on it that I can't remove, like black stuff. And I got so sad because I've spent like all afternoon and like that day just painting it, and it took me a while, and just basically I needed a minute to recover afterwards, because I've worked so hard, and it just kind of blew up in my face. And after I took a hot minute to recover, hot minute, more like 3 months, and I kind of jumped on the motif again and be like, this time I'm going to do it on the canvas, but instead of making it the same way I did, I'll just keep it to a singular cacti by making it the focal point, like the one thing that stands out. And I did the exact same thing. I think I went a little bit over the place at first because it looked a mess, and I mean, oh god, I drew out the sketch of the cacti I wanted, and then I started painting the background, but I forgot to clean up my sketch, so I wasn't too sure where was what on the page. Well, page on the canvas. And because of this confusion, I ended up messing it up a little bit. It was a nightmare. And especially that the paint I used for the background, I didn't mix it right the second time. It was a shade off, and it looked so bad. It was really obvious that the paint wasn't matching, and not to mention, because I haven't clearly outlined the drawing, it gave it funny shape at some points. And I also did the rookie mistake of not measuring the distance between each corner of the stripes, so they were very uneven distance, and again, it just looks like someone with no skill did it, and I am that someone. Oh crap. And when I was done, I was somewhat happy with it. This is fine. But that thing where you do something and then you stare at it 3 in the morning and you're like, oh god, I hate it. It was basically that. I was just sitting there late at night one night, and I was like, this looks terrible. I want to do it again. Like, let me restart. But instead of, you know, covering it up, I already varnished it at that point. It's been like weeks. And yeah, instead of, you know, varnishing over it, I just went, I'll just make a new one. So I went out, bought canvas, and then I realized the canvas was too big. And I don't have enough space to paint a really big canvas, so I've practically like shot myself in the foot right there. So yeah, I'll never be able to fully interpret my vision on a canvas because there's no way of me to do that. And that's okay, because I got these little canvases at one point, and I got them from this shop that has all sorts of trinkets, and they're all real fun trinkets. Oh, stop touching it. And they also have canvas. So if you're an artist and you want cheap canvas, that's where you go. You go there. It's called Tiger. So if you're anywhere with a shop like that, there might not be the best art supplies, but I mean, cheap canvas, like, you know, £1, £2 for, you know, just a small canvas. So if you're in a position like me where you're in a tight space and you can't do a lot of stuff that you want, I need to fix that. It's great to go in and get like a really cheap canvas. Gets you, you know, gets you practicing, and yeah, you become more like confident with like working on canvas until you can, you know, buy bigger ones, or like when you move, you can be like, I know what to do, and just buy like better quality canvas from that point on. But if you're like starting or you don't feel confident in your skills, it's a good idea to buy cheap canvas or like, you know, very discounted ones. And yeah, that's my advice on life. Yay, welcome. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. And yeah, it do be like that. I'm working from the background first because it'll be a lot easier to get the background done and then later put your piece on top. Because if you do it the other way around, where you work from the main focus on your piece, like if you're painting a face, then it's really easy to mess up and go over the face by accident in your background, or like the background doesn't, you know, go well with your main piece. But if you start with the background, especially in oil painting, it's better. Like I don't know what to say, like, yeah, it's just better to have the background like done up first, because not only like does it make your progress a lot easier, at least I find it that way, it is a lot easier to, you know, go over your progress. And if you don't like the background, it's, you know, you'll know because you've done it and be like, oh, actually I don't like it anymore, and you can change it up, whatever. Background first. It's even easier when you're painting acrylic, because acrylic, you know, it dries. Like it's a quick drying medium, so it dries faster, and it can be quite opaque in a lot of cases, and that's what we want to hear. It's, you know, it's great when you do the background and then you just work on top of it, and it creates like texture, and it's kind of what a lot of people like about paintings, because there's texture on it, there's like volume, there's depth, whatever. I've learned this for like 6 years, but I can still not tell you much about art. Not like I wasn't paying attention, I just have horrible memory. Absolutely terrible memory. Like, I can't even remember like what day I was born. Not like you remember that. I'll have to give it a minute to dry. This is what it looks like now. I'll be removing the wider masking tape and I'll be painting it this lovely blue. It's actually my favorite shade of blue. And also I'm using this tape as like a backing for my canvas so that it doesn't mess up my paper underneath and doesn't smudge all that much. So yeah, and after I'm done with that, I'll be painting a white line in between them just to clean it up. And yeah, let's just get to it. So then, this is what we have right now. So all of this is nicely painted, got nice even tones. Ah crap, I messed it up. Now I'll be moving on to sketching up the main focal point of this piece, which is the cactus. Now I just need to give this a few seconds to dry. But yes, I'm gonna draw the cactus. It's my pencil. I have taken a short break to kind of step back and just clear my head a bit. I have worked on it a bit more, and I realized that it wasn't looking how I wanted it to look. So of course, if you can see, I've added more shading to the actual part of the cacti and the pot as well. There's some like edge bits I guess are cleaned up a bit more that I've noticed later on. And yeah, there were some parts I just wasn't happy with the way this whole thing was looking. It was kind of lacking, so I fixed the pot and added some more lighting to create more depth with the plant at least. I know the pot still doesn't look that good, but I just wanted to have like a bit of gradient so you can kind of tell where the light parts are of this and where it's the darkest. And yeah, I haven't done a good job preparing this piece. I should have thought my light source a bit more, but it's kind of hard considering it's just like a separate piece on just like this solid background. Like there's nothing to tell me where the light is coming from. So I just did kind of stick to a vague idea that the light's coming from the top. And I guess I just separated the two parts, the plant from the pot, because the light hits in the exact same place, even though it's clear that that's probably not what's happened. It wouldn't happen in real life. But I am happy there's still tape, because the pot, every time I try to fix it, I just notice there's more mistakes, and the one of the pot not being flat, well, not being even, was like bothering me. I still feel it is a bit better than before, at least. And yeah, I just struggled fixing this pot a lot. There's still some mistakes when I was trying to fix the lines over here. It's still very uneven, but I'll let it slide. I did do the best I can fixing it. I did struggle matching the darkest part of the potted plant again, so that's why I kind of didn't finish doing that completely, because the color didn't properly match up and it become really obvious, and I just didn't mix enough of it to start blending with the rest. That's kind of the way it goes. I don't mix enough, or I mix too much and I don't know what to do with it. But it's coming along nicely. I like how this is looking. I think might start adding spikes very soon. I don't think I'm gonna, I was planning on adding like a little flower, but I don't think I will anymore. I think it looks fine as it is. I'll just add the little spikies and might do something more with the pot. On the previous piece I did of that style, I have added little like decorative pieces. I guess they'll see. Spikes on cacti are usually much lighter than the actual body of the cacti. So that is why, actually no, I have white here already. That is why my plan is to mix a nice, very light shade of green, like an almost white green, and I'll use that for the little spikies. Before, the way I did I just like did like like little spots, like almost like polka dot like, and I feel I probably shouldn't have. I mean, the way I was going for is wanting to make them look a lot more cartoonish, but just make sure this brush is dry. Okay, just okay. See if it works. If I fuck up, I cry. They're very light, so they might not show up. I'm trying to do them as my just used a corner bit of the brush. Yeah, it's turning out a bit better. So, yeah, we're gonna be here a while. The spikes, they don't look too bad. Not the best cacti spikes, but to get the idea across that yes, this is a cactus. I'm still not so sure what to do about the pot, but I also don't know how to feel about it. I worked really hard trying to get it fixed, but I feel like the pot's just gonna be the one part of it that's not easily fixable. I might try blending a smidge of black into the brown. To kind of help it. And create more little teeny tiny depth. Because it doesn't look like it has enough. That might be the issue. Sorry, I'm angling it weird. It's just the light's reflecting on the canvas and I can't see very well. I'm essentially just dry brushing the, yeah, maybe like, looks like there's a bit more depth going here. Maybe that's literally all I need. I just need to mix some more darker colors. Because in all honesty, it doesn't look that bad. Like, you know, I might, this might ruin like the entire thing, but I'm going to extend the shine a bit. There you go. It's so nice. Yeah, I just need to wait for it to dry and then we can let it varnish. I think I can take this. Oh my god. Need to get the blue back. Oh my god. Oh, I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. This tape is just, I don't know why, but masking tapes just never want to do their job. There you go, I hope that's laid on thick enough. Might have a pass. Still some, there you go. Good thing I was cleaning it up before, because now I don't have to worry about getting the right paint out. Yeah, I'll take it. Like, there you go. My cacti painting. I'm happy with how this looks. It's not the best. The pot doesn't look rounded at all. Jesus Christ. But I'll take it. I like it as it is. Maybe I could have painted the white a bit thicker, because you can clearly tell where there's little gaps where I haven't painted the white in, but it would have been kind of dumb just me sitting there painting white, but I could have at least created like a smoother surface to it. But guess what? I have 2 of them. Yay. So stick around if you want to see what's next on my other tiny painting.